Before the sold-out stadiums, before the swagger became legendary, and long before the Rolling Stones were crowned the world's greatest rock and roll band, there was Mick Jagger, the restless engine at the center of it all. His voice, presence, ambition, and instincts shaped every era the band survived and conquered. This is not just a story of a frontman, it's the story of the architect behind a revolution. These are the 10 greatest contributions Mick Jagger gave to the Rolling Stones. Number 10. His distinctive voice that defined the band. Mick Jagger's voice wasn't technically perfect. It was better. It was raw, emotional, sneering, magnetic, and instantly recognizable. From the gritty blues of the early 60s to the swaggering rock anthems of the 70s and beyond, his vocal tone set the Rolling Stones apart from every other band of their era. Jagger didn't just sing the lyrics, he inhabited them, twisting his delivery to fit every mood the band explored. This versatility allowed the Stones to evolve without ever losing their identity. Whether he was whispering, shouting, or bending vowels into something unmistakably Jagger, the band's sound depended on his fearless willingness to experiment. His voice wasn't just part of the music, it was the attitude that powered it. Number 9. His charismatic stage presence. Mick Jagger redefined what a rock frontman could be. With his serpentine movements, exaggerated struts, and endless energy, he turned concerts into theatrical experiences long before stadium shows became the norm. Fans didn't just attend a Rolling Stones concert, they witnessed a performance shaped by Jagger's magnetic command of the stage. His presence gave the band a visual identity as strong as their sound. No one else moved like him, dressed like him, or controlled a crowd with such ease. Even today, his influence can be seen in generations of performers who borrowed his confidence, unpredictability, and flair. Without Jagger's stage persona, the Rolling Stones wouldn't just look different, they wouldn't feel the same. Number 8. His songwriting partnership with Keith Richards. The Jagger-Richards songwriting partnership transformed the Rolling Stones from a blues cover group into one of the most iconic bands in history. When Mick stepped into the role of songwriter alongside Keith, everything changed. Suddenly, the band had its own voice, stories, and identity. Together, they crafted songs that defined generations, from Satisfaction to Gimme Shelter. What made their partnership special was the balance between Mick's sharp lyrical instincts and Keith's melodic intuition. Jagger often drove the narrative, shaping songs with cultural awareness, emotional depth, or charismatic bite. Their collaboration didn't just produce hits, it created the foundation of the band's legacy. Without that chemistry, the Rolling Stones would never have become the legends they are. Number 7. Expanding the band's musical style and genre experiments. Mick Jagger pushed the Rolling Stones far beyond their blues rock origins. While Keith loved staying close to the roots, Mick encouraged the band to explore new landscapes, from psychedelia to disco, from country to funk, from soulful ballads to sleek 80s pop. His curiosity kept the Stones from becoming predictable and opened creative doors they didn't even know they needed. Songs like Miss You, Emotional Rescue, and Under Cover of the Night exist because Mick was unafraid to evolve. This constant hunger for experimentation helped the band remain relevant across multiple generations. Jagger wasn't chasing trends, he was making sure the Stones never grew stagnant. His vision allowed them to transform, survive musical shifts, and stand as one of the few bands that truly lived through every era of rock. Number 6. His leadership during turbulent moments. When chaos hit the Stones, whether through personal conflicts, legal troubles, or shifting cultural landscapes, Mick Jagger often became the stabilizing force that kept everything from falling apart. He handled the press, negotiated the band's image, and made tough decisions when others couldn't. Even when internal tensions were high, Mick understood the weight of the band's legacy and fought to protect it. His ability to remain focused under pressure ensured the Stones could weather storms that would have destroyed lesser groups. While he and Keith clashed at times, Jagger's determination helped the band push forward rather than collapse. His leadership wasn't glamorous, but it was essential. A quiet, strategic strength wrapped inside the flash and swagger of a rock icon. Number 5. His role as a business strategist. Behind the scenes, Mick Jagger became one of the most intelligent business minds in rock history. He negotiated contracts, protected the band's financial interests, and ensured their tours became global events rather than simple concerts. Jagger's understanding of branding, media, and opportunity helped the Stones build not just a career, but an empire. He recognized early on that longevity required more than great music. It required ownership, planning, and constant reinvention. From launching Rolling Stones records to crafting massive world tours, Jagger's decisions helped the band stay profitable, independent, and powerful. Many legendary groups stumbled due to poor management. The Stones thrived because Mick treated the band like both an artistic force and a global institution. Number 4. Writing lyrics that captured the times. Mick Jagger brought sharp intelligence and cultural awareness to his lyric writing. He wasn't afraid to confront social tension, desire, frustration, politics, or the darker corners of human behavior. His words felt alive, sometimes seductive, sometimes cynical, sometimes rebellious, but always real. Songs like Sympathy for the Devil, Street Fighting Man, and Brown Sugar became reflections of the eras in which they were written. Because Jagger wrote from instinct and observation, the Stones' music never felt trapped in one moment. His lyrics allowed their songs to carry emotional weight while still sounding timeless. He captured the world around him not as a poet searching for perfection, but as a performer translating life into sound. Number 3. Sustaining the band's longevity and global presence. Few bands survive a decade. Almost none survive 60 years. Mick Jagger is one of the main reasons the Rolling Stones did. His discipline, fitness, work ethic, and commitment to reinvention kept the band active long after their contemporaries faded away. When others slowed down, Mick pushed forward, organizing tours, recording sessions, and media appearances that kept the Stones culturally alive. He treated longevity as an art form, adapting to new audiences, embracing new technologies, and ensuring every era of the band had something fresh to offer. Even as the world changed, Mick understood how to keep the Rolling Stones connected to it. Without his drive, the band simply wouldn't have lasted. Number 2. His transformative influence on rock performance. Before Mick Jagger, frontmen mostly stood still and sang. After Mick, everything changed. He turned rock performance into pure theater. Sweat, movement, expression, confrontation, seduction. His influence can be seen in artists from Bowie to Freddie Mercury, from Steven Tyler to Harry Styles. Jagger didn't just perform the songs, he embodied them, turning concerts into shared emotional experiences. His stagecraft created a blueprint for what a rock star could be. Modern pop and rock shows, the lights, the spectacle, the energy, all owe something to his pioneering style. Jagger's performances didn't just entertain audiences, they redefined the very nature of live music. Number 1. Being the driving force behind the Stones' identity. At the core of it all, Mick Jagger shaped the Rolling Stones' identity. His voice, presence, ambition, and instincts created the attitude that defined the band from the beginning. While Keith provided the musical soul, Mick provided the shape, the image, the energy, the direction, the cultural edge. Together, they formed the heart of the Stones, but Mick carved the path the world followed. He wasn't just the face of the band, he was its engine, constantly pushing, challenging, questioning, and reinventing. The Rolling Stones may be a collective, but their persona, rebellious, stylish, dangerous, charismatic, carries Jagger's imprint everywhere. His influence is woven into every era of their story. Mick Jagger didn't simply lead the Rolling Stones, he sculpted their legacy. His voice, vision, discipline, and daring spirit turned the band into a global phenomenon that continues to shape music today. Behind every era and every reinvention, Jagger pushed the Stones forward. And that is why his contributions aren't just great, they're the foundation of one of the greatest bands in history.